last time you guys you left the crow's nest in search of the Marine rally point to report into Major Hamada. Um, on your way there, you guys realized that the situation with your deteriorating IFV was such that you were going to need more vehicle parts to repair it before you could go any further. The end result of that was that you decided to set up a roadside ambush to ambush any separatist forces passing along the northern road. And after passing on a mechanized walker, you opted to jump a small motorized convoy and took it out with minimum hassle. So, speaking of which, since we didn't go over what the convoy you hit was carrying, we will do so now. I want somebody to roll a d6, and I'll count the first one rolled.
Okay.
So,
Um.
okay, so, well, Grace just rolled. So a 4, and luckily enough, so basically the way I organized it was that, that this is to determine whether the convoy was transporting weapons and ammo, fuel and spare parts, or food, water, and medical supplies. So 1 to 2 was weapons and ammo, 3 to 4 was fuel and spare parts, and 5 to 6 was you know, like uh, perishables, I guess. So what you find for the in the back of the fuel truck or in the back of the transport truck, there's a collected total of 250 liters of fuel, and then somebody else, I need another D6 roll.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. Okay, two. So you find a total of 4 spare parts, 4 weapon parts, basically 4 of each. So 4 weapon, 4 vehicle, 4 electronic, 4 general.
For vehicle, or general, or electronic. Okay.
And 4 weapon if you didn't already. Um,
Yes. Weapon.
okay.
So
All right. So
16
so
total.
total 16 total, 4 of each, and then 250 liters of fuel. And then you can and then you could also scrap these vehicles for parts and potentially, well, if you would have the means to siphon fuel, which I don't believe you do, um,
You telling me we don't have a hose and a jerry can?
you'd have jerry cans, but the reality of you guys carrying a fucking hose around, I don't think has ever been established.
We could always
Fair.
just stab a hole in the gas can underneath.
That's the dumbest smart solution I've ever heard.
Um, but yeah, if you want to at least um, like scrap these vehicles for parts, you can do that. So as a reminder of how the scrounging rules go. Let's see what vehicle or no, so it's equipment and vehicles. So
Scrap.
yeah, so scavenging for parts. Um, if where is it? Because I think it says something about like if a vehicle is um if it's at I think it's like if it's at 0% or completely
Destroyed.
destroyed, I think you need to get like 2 successes to actually start getting parts out of it.
Mhm. Oh, we don't have access to like the parts part of
All right,
the
let me fix that.
items.
Hold on, it was tools. Okay, so let's see. So figure ownership, all players, observer or owner, and then spare parts. Figure ownership, all players, owner or observer, I guess. There you go. Does that let you use the stuff?
Tools and spare parts. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I will put in the stuff.
Yeah, then make sure to write like a manual note of how much fuel you have.
Yep.
Um, let's see, because I'm trying to find where the hell
Electronic.
that handout for for scrapping vehicles, scavenging for parts. Say under vehicles. Nope. I remember. Yeah, hold on. I could have sworn it was like somewhere in the vehicles section or the gear section that it said that. Oh yeah, you need to um like if something is you know permanently broken, you would need 2 successes to get it.
I remembered reading over it at some point.
Yeah, so I mean, because I remember that ruling, but I don't remember where it is. We'll just stick with that. Like for the vehicle that was permanently blown up, courtesy of Arthur and his laser gun, um, you would need to get at least 2 successes on your attack roll to get one part, but for everything else, it's like one per success. But it would take you some, like, the thing you have to consider is that if memory serves, it does take, like, I think at least a shift to do it. Yeah, if you spend
And
a
that's
shift,
like 4 to 8 hours, right?
well, like approximately like 6. You know, you're
Approximately
dividing a
6.
day up into 4 shifts, like morning, day, evening,
Got
and
it.
night.
Got it.
So that is something you want to consider in case the enemy sends reinforcements.
Yeah.
Now, what you could always do in theory, I mean, and I'll, just pose this idea as a gesture of good faith, is potentially drive the vehicles somewhere else, or at least the two that are functional. Well, actually, wait. The attack car, the Humvee, was down to 0 reliability. The truck is intact. Like, the truck is the only thing that you could drive. The Humvee, not so much.
Got it. And where is where's our IFV right now?
Well, the IFV, courtesy of, I think, Mike driving to try to run these guys over, it's adjacent
Yeah,
to
I see
the
that.
transport truck. As for where you guys are on the
We can
map,
drive that out of here too, right?
yeah, the IFV is barely functional, but it's still functional.
Got it.
You guys,
we
if you
found gasoline fuel, correct?
yeah, you found 250 liters of gas in the transport truck.
Okay.
So you're set on fuel for the time being. What I was going to point out is that if we go over to the world map, I'll just pull everybody over to that. Yeah, I should probably make this map into a WebP file, but it's whatever. All right, there we go. So you guys are currently right here, and if you went like potentially another hex over, like you went off into the woods, for example, or you went down here, then you would be in the clear from enemy reinforcements or patrols.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Yeah,
mean, you
that's
could
a
stay and
good
scrap
point.
a vehicle, but staying out here for a shift is, maybe not the best idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. If we can move the vehicles, it'd probably be better. If
You can move the
we move
truck.
them and then scrap. Yeah.
Like the 2 attack vehicles are static, so
We could keep a lookout.
so um so is that the plan to take the truck and head over?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys remember what shift you were in? I think you were in the night shift, right?
Um. Yes, because we waited until night to waylay them.
Yeah, you were. Although that means that some of you, because you were woken up in the middle of the night, I think would actually be, you would not have counted as rested this shift. So yeah, that then begs the question of, who was the one keeping lookout? Was it Lena or somebody else?
Yeah. I
Okay,
was the one keeping watch.
okay, so I would say in that case, like, um, everybody is.
Okay.
Lena was, yeah, everybody would be tired. Like Lena, I
I
mean,
think I was keeping watch too.
you
So,
were? Well, I was
because I
just
was
gonna,
gonna have to sleep in the afternoon.
okay, because Lena has, the mental trauma of like being nocturnal, so she only sleeps in the
Yeah.
day. So Lena, I would say would be rested, but everybody else, um, no, because if you were going to sleep during this shift, you got prematurely woken up.
That's
Oh,
fine.
I think I was already sleep deprived because I didn't wasn't able to rest. As
Oh,
we
you
were.
didn't sleep during the day or morning?
No.
Okay,
I wasn't able
so
to because we were doing stuff.
okay, so let me check what the sleep deprived effects are. I think it's just like you can't recover stress and you take 1 point of stress per shift.
I think
Um,
per day
per day?
until you sleep. Yeah.
Okay, let me just check sleep deprived. Oh yeah, it is 1 point. God, imagine that you can fucking like you could theoretically be up for multiple days. Um, yeah, that really should have been once per shift, but I mean, rules is written. I'll stick with that. Um, so in that case, so we'll break it down by yeah, well, whatever. So, um, what we're gonna need is 2 people to make a driving roll. One person's gonna be driving the IFV, of course, which would probably be Mike, and then one person
Yep.
drives the truck, and you're just driving into this hex. So let me just before anybody rolls, I need to check um the terrain types. Open terrain gives you a +1. So whoever wants to roll driving with a +1, do that. I will roll for Mike.
Who do you want to be driving?
Who's the better driver? Because I only have a B agility and nothing in driving.
Same. I ain't driving.
I have only a B in agility and nothing in driving.
Oh my god.
I
Okay,
have an
well
AD.
Oh. Okay, that's better.
you would also get a +1.
That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So an AC.
Woohoo.
Yeah, that's Mike. Yeah, so it'd be AC for Arthur whenever you want to do a driving roll.
You got this, man. We believe in you.
Wow, you both. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I
Um,
drove the fuck out of that car.
Okay, so you guys get the so both of the vehicles go to this adjacent hex, so you're, out of the, like out of the potential AO of patrols. Um, okay, so you get here, and I think, so let's see, let me just double check what the truck's travel speed was. The truck has a travel speed of 5 road, 3 off-road, so it doesn't even take you a full shift to get that in the IFB over here. Um, okay, so the question is, are you guys going to try to sleep now, or um, are you going to scrap the vehicle now?
So we've gotten it off the road, and it's evening, or is it middle of the night?
It's still the middle of the night. You got the truck off the road. I would say in terms of time, like where you're at right now, it'd probably be close to like 4 a.m. or so. So it's like
We'll tell
towards
y'all
the end
what.
of the night shift.
If some of us sleep now and the nocturnal one doesn't, that one can stay on watch. Then when that one sleeps, I can disassemble the vehicles.
Well, vehicle because you've only got one with you right now.
Rather.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
We can make it
So
alternating
sense.
shifts. Some people stay on watch while some of us sleep, and then some of us will disassemble vehicle while the ones that were on night watch sleep into the day.
Okay.
That makes sense. Oh, and we're still hypothermic. Some of us are still hypothermic. Oh no.
yeah.
That's great.
Oh, that includes me.
Yeah, so if you're hypothermic, let me double check what that status effect is.
I
You
definitely
immediately
need
so
to save points for stamina.
so hold on. When did you guys roll hypothermia? Was that in the previous shift or this one?
Definitely
I believe it was the previous show.
Okay, so
it was when we were waiting for the ambush, I think.
right. Okay, so everybody, I need you to roll another point of stamina.
I would get the bonus from Ranger, correct?
Yeah, Ranger applies for this kind of thing.
Cool.
I really need to put more into stamina.
Yeah, I looked at this character and
Do you want to push that, please?
Yeah, I want to push that.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'll push
it doesn't
mine.
like me.
Okay, Hugh is fine.
Hey. I'm looking great.
Lena is fine. Arthur is fine. So, Felice, you are going to be taking 2 points of stress, courtesy of the, or actually no, it would be 2 points of damage because it was a stamina roll. 2 points of damage, 1 point of stress.
Wonderful.
So,
You just taking 1 damage. You only failed once, I believe.
but
Or
well,
just
no. Here's the thing: is she
oh,
failed once, but
hypothermia.
she pushed and got a splat. So
Oh,
that's why I
right.
said it was 2. Because it says you roll
Okay.
for stamina at the same interval, suffer 1 point damage, 1 point of stress, but because she pushed and got a splat and failed, yeah, 2 damage.
Oh
So
God, that's
if you
great.
want to
Absolutely.
set up a campfire now to try to warm up, like that's some, I mean, it would take a shift, but somebody could do that. Or you could try to use your heater and assume the battery doesn't die again.
Did we have new batteries for the heater?
I th I think so. I think you either recharged them or bought new ones, but that was a long time ago. So um,
Okay.
just for the sake of it, because there would be numerous opportunities to recharge them or buy new. I'll say in this case, yes, the thing is charged, but you still
Okay.
need to
Cool.
do a roll to see if the battery like lasts, which I believe is what I said was a D6.
Probably use heaters rather than
Yeah,
making
the
a
electric
campfire.
heater you would need to um, roll a so whenever setting up camp, roll a d6 on a 1. The battery runs out and must be either recharged or replaced. An electric heater, when powered on, gives a +2 to stamina rolls to resist cold weather, but only when stationary.
Does the truck have a heater in it?
The truck, um, a good question. I would assume that in the cabin at least, yes. If you like, but I mean that would be you would be leaving the engine running, and uh,
Hmm.
if you were doing that. Same as with the IFV, that if you left the engine running, then you would be gradually whittling down your fuel.
Okay. And one more question. Are the batteries rechargeable or are they just like disposable,
The
replaced?
batteries in the heater can be recharged.
So theoretically, we could charge it off the truck, which would probably be better than just, leaving it idles. And that's, we would only have to do that if we ran out of power.
Yeah. So I would say you can use the. Are you going to try to set up camp now?
I say we should just use the heaters for now.
Okay. So in that case, um, in Felice's case, if you want, because you guys, I mean, you didn't really factor this in, and I'll be nice. Is if you want to re-roll that, so in advance, so like deduct the 2 damage and the 1 stress from
Yep.
before.
I already did.
Okay, and then roll another stamina, but with +2. And I'm not going to make
Okay,
everybody else
so
do it because y'all already succeeded.
yeah,
Yep.
we deduct. Okay, as in like.
As in, like,
Okay, so
go back on
upgrades.
the
Like,
stress
okay,
damage that you added. So you're at,
okay, thank you.
at whatever you're originally at, and then roll another stamina with a +2.
You've got
Though
this,
actually,
Felice.
before you roll, actually, hold on. There was something else you guys had um, that you bought, I think, at one point, but for this kind of situation, but I don't remember what it was. I thought you guys bought some sort of tent, but I might be thinking of the wrong game.
I think you're thinking of the other game
Okay,
when we were in Cody. We
okay,
bought the thermal
Is there,
tent.
yeah. So in that case,
is
it's
there
just
like a
+2.
group inventory?
Yeah, the IFE.
Oh, I
You
don't
look
have
in the cargo hold
a way
of
to
the
see
IFE
that.
that has all the stuff that you looted, but I don't see it in there. So like Emily said, I think I'm just getting mixed up. So in that case, yeah, it's just a
Okay.
+2, Grace. Okay, there you go. So.
Ooh,
So
nice.
you're all nice and warm. However, roll a d6.
Yep.
Okay, power does not go out.
Woohoo!
I should have had you done that sooner, but I mean, it's all right. I mean, you
It's
didn't
good.
fail, so. Okay, so you guys are all all cozy with the heater, ward off the effects of hypothermia. Which, speaking of, now that you are heated up, um, you Only after you've warmed up are you able to heal again, so you are no longer hypothermic, from my understanding of the rules.
Yippee!
Okay. So, um, you guys, so my understanding is that everybody bar Lena sleeps, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because it wouldn't be a full shift, I would say you would probably be sleeping through the morning as well. Just because your guys' initial sleep was disrupted.
Alright.
Um, so, sunrise, but, only Lena sees it, because everybody's sleeping. So we'll fast forward, and also, um, in this case, Lena, I'm not going to have you do any recon rolls because, like, for the sake of like time and stuff, I'm going to say that nothing jumps at you.
That's fine.
So we'll pretty much just breeze through the morning shift. So we are now at the afternoon shift, and also speaking, I need to roll the weather for the afternoon shift. RD6.
Oh, it's just a surprise. What are the name of the alien creatures?
Well, I
Lurker,
mean,
not lurker.
the
Something
crushers.
else. Crusher. Yes.
Well, they're crushers like God. Yeah, those things. Just, um, okay. So, but the weather though, the weather is equally nasty. Um, and it's yeah, like by this point, it's very like the weather, just the situation is just absolute shit. Very cold, very strong winds, lots of snow. Um, you would find yourself if you're like trudging back over to the IFV that you're basically like wading through thick snow. Um, so there's that. Um, and yeah, but I mean everybody is now, or everybody who slept is now rested. Um, though Lena, you are still sleep deprived. Which, speaking of which, you would um, by this point, because it's a new day, you would take a point of stress.
Yep. Just added
Alright.
it.
Alright, cool. So, are you guys ready to? Well, I mean, well, now before hitting the road, I was going to ask you can strip the vehicle for parts, which would be a tech roll from Hugh.
All right.
In terms of assistance, um, in terms of NPCs, because I think in this game you're able to assist if you have. It's like Alien where you can assist if you have a skill level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, let me
Would
see which.
be attack?
Uh, it would be a tech roll. I mean, Hugh is your
Okay.
tech, so
Yeah.
he has the best pool
Is
for it.
there
I'm just going
anything
to
I
check.
add to mine?
I can't assist.
Yeah. Well, Mike has AA tech, so um, he
Could
goes over to.
we
But
could we make a point to hold on to the battery?
the car battery, I would say no.
Okay.
So um, yeah, but Mike comes over to like, hey there, man, I tell you, scrap plenty of car back in my time on the farm. You need some help with that?
So what
Lena
do
will
I
be
roll then?
sleeping for this shift.
Okay. So you would,
Do
I
I
mean,
just roll my tech, or
you would roll. Well, is your tech better than Mike's, or well, equal
it's
to?
not AA?
Okay.
Mine is AB.
Well, if he helps you, it's AA. So
Okay, so do
either
I
way,
just
I'm
add
just
a +1 to mine?
yeah, you just add +1 to yours. Very nice. So
Well,
you get a
damn.
total of 3 vehicle parts.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Woohoo!
So you and Mike work together throughout the afternoon, taking apart the separatist truck, and do that. And also, before I forget, I mean, I'm assuming that definitely if Tom was here, he would be doing the whole Loot Goblin Grievous routine of your weapons will be a fine addition to our collection with the enemy weapons, which I will tally up later. Um, forgot to do that earlier. But but anyway, in terms of the truck, but yeah, the truck is now pretty much like a wreckage of scrap, and you managed to get a total of 3 parts from it. So add that to your thing. Which, speaking of, and then now in terms of repairing the IFV, um, which actually, are you guys still leaving the heater running, or are you actually setting up like a proper camp? Because basically, if you're going to leave the heater running, I'm going to need another like power roll. But if you're going to set up a camp, then all I need is like a recon and a survival.
It would probably be good if we would set up camp.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay, so I need somebody to do a survival roll, which an NPC could theoretically do that. Like, let me see, Tobias. I think Tobias he has BC and Riley has AB, so I guess Riley will do it.
Yep.
Okay, so he gets that, and then I think is it the same person does the recon roll, or
I would.
Yeah, it's
imagine
the
it
same
depends,
person who
really.
makes camps. And
well,
did it.
actually, hold
Oh,
on. He wouldn't do a recon roll, and the reason why is because if you're setting up a camp, I remember this. If you're setting up a camp, the recon roll is basically to hide the camp, but the catch is that you would also be putting out your fire because the smoke would give away your position. So
Right.
if you want to set up camp for the sake of having warmth, you are not going to be able to hide your camp. But the good news is that you are off-road, so the likelihood of somebody spotting you is lower. But if somebody or something was passing by, you would be automatically spotted. So anyway, you get the camp set up, so you got a source of warmth. You don't need to worry about stamina rolls for hypothermia. So in terms of fixing the IFV, I believe that would be another tech roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just check that. So vehicle maintenance. Okay, wait, hold on. Repairs. Repairing a broken item requires a shift of work, tools of some sort, a tech roll, and a spare part of the relevant type. If your roll is successful, the spare part is consumed and the piece of gear is restored to working order with a reliability equal to the number of successes you roll. So I need Hugh to do another tech roll, same exact roll, because Mike will help you. And and then, well, actually, hold on. Did it say? Never mind. Oh, very nice
Hey,
roll.
Nice.
it
So
don't
So
get
you
better
use
than that.
their
yeah,
part.
so deduct the point or deduct the part, but the
Yep.
IFE is now back to
I guess
five
I
out of
should add
five.
the two remaining parts to my inventory. Actually,
But you can just add it to the
better be on
party or
my.
to
Oh,
the vehicle.
yeah. I already added it to the
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you
IFA.
can delete it from your personal inventory because it's already in the IFE. So the so the Predator, okay, it's back at full HP or full reliability rather. That brings us though to the um so you were scrapping the vehicle in the afternoon shift, the evening shift, because speaking of which, so the evening shift, does anybody want to be doing anything specific? And I should have said that for the afternoon as well.
Um,
I've slept enough to get rid of my sleep deprivation, right?
Um, if you slept during the afternoon shift, yes.
Yeah, I would have been sleeping.
Okay.
So
So
I get rid of that. I still
you
have a lot of stress.
well, you would
It's
heal
okay.
one stress, I think, right, from sleeping.
I think it's the thing of like you have to sleep to get rid of it, but until it's gone, you can't heal stress. So I think it's every time after you get rid
Well,
of
let me
sleep
look.
deprivation.
So sleep deprived. As soon as you have slept for a shift, you are no longer sleep deprived, and you can heal stress normally. You need to sleep for at least one shift of each day. And in terms of healing stress, let me see where that is.
Oh, when
Stress.
we sleep, do we heal our hit capacity or stress
Yes,
capacity at all?
Yeah, you heal 1 point from each.
yeah, so recovery, or no, it's where is somewhere in this book. whatever. Either way, I know by heart that yeah, if you for every shift that you sleep, you recover 1 HP and 1 point of stress. So, which I would say applies to Lena as well. Like if you're sleeping, you're
Nice.
no longer sleep deprived and you recover a point of stress.
Nice. So we're in the evening
Well,
now.
okay, yeah. So I'm just yeah, I'm basically just backpedaling a little bit because I realized I kind of skipped over everybody else. So the afternoon shift, you were asleep. Everybody else was awake. For Arthur and Felice, what would either of you be doing, if anything?
Um,
Can I go hunting?
Um, if you want to,
Is that recon or survival?
I think it's both. Let me see. So,
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
survival to track something, and then recon to sneak up on it, and then
yeah,
whatever
hunting. So
weapon you're
hunting,
using
yeah.
to kill it.
So first you have to roll survival to modify by the terrain type. Success means you have tracked some sort of prey. So let's see, hunting, so survival. Um, so modify by the terrain type. So let's see, terrain types. For open terrain, hunting would give you +1 for your survival.
Okay. This So what if I don't have any survival?
Um, you can still roll it. You would just be using your intellect, but or your intelligence. But the
Okay.
problem is that with a well +1 penalty. I was about to say -1, but +1 penalty would apply naturally from the terrain type. So
So I would just be rolling a d6? I'm confused. Like when I put a modifier on it, it doesn't seem to actually affect anything.
well, hold on. What is your intelligence first of all? Your intelligence is C. So you would be if you right click on your or you click on your survival, you modify +1 and then hit roll.
Okay.
And that should do it. Let's see. Yeah. So, okay. Wow, you
I am
succeed.
shocked.
I am
Nice.
too. But if you want to increase your survival after this, you can potentially.
Perfect.
So,
So I do want to do that.
okay. So let's see. So for travel, let's reopen the travel thing. Um, for hunting, okay. So if you roll roll. Okay, roll on the hunting table to the right. So the hunting table. Um, is there a button to just click and roll it? D3, you find, I guess, the equivalent of a fox. Um, so then to kill a prey that you have tracked, you must first make a recon roll to move in a position without alerting the animal. It's a straight roll, not opposed, but modified by how close you want to get. And then you must make a ranged attack against the animal.
I don't have to get very close. I can hit it from a pretty far distance. I have AB range, so
Okay, well, hold on. Before you do that, though, but so how close do you want to aim? So an ambush. So the range modifier, um, in terms of, because in terms of ambushing, uh, how many hexes away would you want to be?
um,
Relative to because
let's
the
see.
main factor is the range of your weapon. Because the farther away you are, the less accurate you're going to be, but you'll have better accuracy, or you a better modifier for your recon.
Okay. Um, I have 4 range. So getting within what 8 hexes would be a -1,
Yeah, it'd
right?
be a -1 to your roll to shoot it, but it would be a flat recon roll. Like there's no modifiers for distance. Or oh, actually, hold on.
Okay.
For 8 hexes, you said?
Yeah.
For 8, that would actually give you a +1 to your recon, but -1 to your roll to shoot the animal.
Perfect. Perfectly fine.
Okay, so let me go back to whatever tab it was for travel. Um, hunting. Okay, so make a recon roll with a +1. Oh my God.
Oh
And
shit! I could have
then
Could have grabbed it, put it in a cage.
And then um, and
Could I
then
use
make it.
that to like sneak up on it and stick it in my backpack?
And then get mauled by a fox and get rabies. Sure. But anyway, um, you can. I mean, basically though, you're in all seriousness, no, you can't get up closer to it. You have to determine how close you want to be in the first place.
Oh,
So
that's
this is
tragic.
where you are in terms. Yeah, it is because that was a good roll, but rules are rules. Um, and then make a ranged attack against it with a weapon of your choice.
All right.
If
Oh
you
yeah, I
use
have
a
to
heavy
click on
weapon
the
against it, like a
actual.
laser gun, that thing is just going to be outright
I'm not.
destroyed.
I'm not gonna hit it with an anti-tank weapon. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Well, knowing
As
you,
tempting as it might be.
okay,
Ooh, nice.
very
Oh my
nice.
god! It blew its legs off. Now I could
Oh.
pick it up and stick it in my
Uh,
bag.
so, oh my God. Okay, so it has a hit capacity of 1, and that is, I think, damage to crit 3.
Uh, it, I don't think it really does it matter.
No, I was just
Yeah,
double
damage
checking.
2 crit 3.
And it doesn't have any armor, obviously. Um, okay, so you fucking mow down the fox, all um
Oh man.
like full, or like, well, I mean, it would be one shot, of course, but um excuse me. So okay, so and then last step is for food, roll a d3.
Okay. Oh, I rolled 2 d3s
All right,
on accident. My bad.
just roll 1. Okay, you get 3
Nice.
rations of food from a pretty chunky fox. Um, so let's see, what kind of food is that categorized as? I think it's wild
It'd
food?
be
Box
wild.
chunks.
Well, no, no, no. Wild food is edible plants and roots. I think domestic food is, no, domestic food is cooked. Yeah, I would categorize it as, um, yeah, no, it says it's domestic food. So add 3 units of domestic food to your inventory.
Cool. So we have 47 total domestic food rations,
Jesus.
but we have no water, no extra water.
Yeah. Um, so, which, speaking of which, you guys, because it's a new day, you guys need to deduct 1 ration of food and 1 ration of water.
Yep.
Did you just look in the chat?
Yeah, yeah. I looked at the chat. Oh, that caught me off guard.
Oh,
Great.
We're getting kind of low on water, guys.
Yep.
We've got
Well, we could
snow. We
drink the
can.
blood of our enemies.
So we
I was
have
gonna say we could use snow.
6. We have 9 total people.
okay. Um, I'm not going to deduct anything from NPCs right now, although I will look at
39,
Riley and Tobias and subtract rations from them. So Riley, in terms of field rations, he goes from 3 to 2. In terms of water, he
Oh,
goes.
I took it out of the domestic food rather
Oh,
than use the rations.
okay. So then I'll restore one of it. Well, the domestic food you do need to cook it though.
Oh, yeah. Let's cook up these fox burgers.
Oh, do we need to cook domestic food?
Yeah, it says you can eat raw meat, but then you will need to make a stamina roll to resist food poisoning.
Oh, I thought it was already cooked.
No, domestic food is
That
not
was a misunderstanding on my
not
part.
deliberately. No, it's fine. So if somebody wants to cook that food, which speaking of Felice, you're not actively doing anything during the afternoon shift. Do you want to be cooking, or is your survival such that you would rather not?
I have an A intelligence and nothing.
Okay, well,
Oh, we have a cooking pot that'll give you a +1.
yeah. And Ohio Tobias, he will help you because he has a survival C and he has cook. Well, cook just gives you additional food and rations, but actually, yeah, cook successfully horde. Yeah. So actually, in this case, because of cook, you would actually get an additional ration from the fox.
Ooh.
So he has 4 domestic
Yo,
food
4
instead of.
fox burgers.
Yep.
Okay, so how many modifiers would I get?
You would get a +2, one from the cooking pot, one from Kronk.
So it was a
Domestic.
big fat fox.
Woohoo!
Oh, well, hello
Yeah.
there, Tom.
Hello,
Okay.
Tom.
He's a
I'm
badass.
just
Know how he can
I'm just
run.
dropping in while I drive downtown.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the current just as a little quick recap of what's been going on. So, I mean, the group like basically because you were on the road, it was and like one of the two attack vehicles was completely destroyed, and the other one, the engine was dead. Basically, you guys just took the truck off road to avoid enemy patrols or reinforcements. The truck was scrapped for parts, and then while that was and the IFE was repaired, and then while that was going on, Arthur went hunting and found this like corpulent fox and killed it.
Cool.
How it could run, I have no clue.
Oh, can I keep the pelt, by the way?
Sure. Are you gonna make
Fingers
one of
on the
those
little
those
fox.
little hats that they wear in like French in Canada, like France and Canada?
I should do that. I was thinking
Oh.
of selling it, like if we find some civilians. But yeah, that might be. I'll make
Wait.
a hat out of it.
Did you say French in Canada?
Well, France and Canada. Like I'm thinking like there are those hats, or no, I'm thinking of beavers. I think. I don't know
Yeah.
anymore.
That was a beaver.
Okay. Well, I was close. I was thinking of this
Yeah,
like
they're both creatures.
they're both mammals.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, I don't know why I thought it was a fucking fox, but live and learn. So so Felice, so you got 3 successes. So I think that means you've cooked 3 rations.
That's sweet.
You can cook up to you can cook up to a dozen daily rations of food in a shift. So that's actually pretty good. Um, so
Nice.
you would get a dozen of those domestic food. Um, they would turn into what does I say? Domestic food would turn into food ration, whatever. I'm gonna say it. Yeah. Um, somebody make a domestic food item that is like domestic food parentheses cooked, just for clarity,
Oh my
because it
god,
doesn't
he's
make.
here!
Domestic food cooked.
Okay.
He goes, I took your role as the cook. It helped though.
Cooked. So we have
Fox
12.
burger.
Awesome. Did you
Yeah.
do good?
Yes, I got 3 successes.
Yeah, 3 successes for the extra successes. I'll say that's an additional 2 domestic food.
Okay.
So yeah, as long as somebody's converting the fox and the crusher meat into like from domestic food into cooked domestic food, then
I
then
will
you're
quickly do
then you're
that.
business. All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Let's
So we have
demolish this
14.
badass fox. Like,
I'll take off the box burgers.
Okay.
Just so
That's
it's
tragic.
Because basically, because Blitz very recently before you joined Ghost that he basically like shot like the bubble bass of foxes.
What?
the fat Mikey.
Obliterated.
But you also want the tail because you can make foxtail soup out of that.
Oh, yeah.
So you're
Let's
talking
say one of
about,
those burgers was tail.
Mountie style beaver fur hat. That's what you want to make, but fox.
you can make like a nice fox skin,
Hello?
like a what's it called, like a stole.
Right, I'm
Over here
here.
it's called
I'm
a
getting
Mountie
on
style.
Thunder right now.
I can almost
You
imagine
have the tail hanging off.
Arthur basically like he shows up wearing this crudely made hat out of a dead fox, and he's like, "Welcome nightside, eh?"
Does he get a bonus for his colt because he's got a fox hat on now?
No.
Plus one to his survival.
Oh yeah, he needs to wear plaid too.
Well, he can paint that
Plaid
on his
and
armor, I guess.
in
Do they have like
So
multicam plaid?
February.
So 9, 14 minus 9 is 6. So we have 6 still cooked food after, because I'll deduct the daily rations from our domestic before we
yeah.
delve
Which,
into
speaking of which,
fuel.
I did so for Riley because you guys were setting up camp. I said I deducted one of your water rations, and I still need to do that for Tobias.
Yep, I already marked one off.
I
my
can do it
sheet.
myself.
All right, then. All right, do that because basically you guys, yeah, you're set up camp. Well, we traveled back in time slightly to the afternoon shift to see what everybody was doing, but because that was when you set up camp. Um, yeah, you would be, um, yeah, you would deduct one food and water. The food was, you don't have to deduct food from your character sheet because I think it was Emily who just deducted it out of the vehicle,
Yep.
but you would have to deduct water rations.
That's fine. Alright, can someone explain to me what we've been doing this entire time?
Sure. So so when you guys were at the, after the convoy ambush, you searched the back of the vehicle, or well, you searched the back of the truck. Found out that it was luckily enough a vehicle logistics convoy because it had 250 liters of fuel and a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but a decent amount of parts. Um, and because the two attacked vehicles were, like immobile, you decided to just take the truck, drive that a hex away, and then after sleeping, you basically spent um, Hugh and Mike have spent the afternoon and evening taking apart the truck and then repairing the Predator, whereas Felice in the afternoon shift was cooking with Tobias, Lena was sleeping, and Arthur fucking went out and shot a fox. That was
Wonderful.
the afternoon shift, and then the evening shift. Like I said, for Hugh and Mike, they are fixing up the Predator in this shift because they spend the afternoon shift taking apart the truck.
Nice. So we're now formally into the in evening shift, correct?
Yeah, because I'm gonna say now that we've addressed the afternoon shift, the evening shift um, is like, I mean, like I said, Hugh is still uh, predisposed, working um, on fixing the IFV. So what for the in the sake of everybody else, what are you guys doing? Because Lena, I'll say in your case, if you want to continue sleeping, well, actually, no, hold on. I don't think you can sleep in the evening shift, can you?
No.
Okay, so you would wake up automatically.
Yep. Are we in an area where I could forage for water, Cody?
Um, the likelihood of doing that, I would say, is low, but not outright impossible, because you are in the middle of like an icy plain.
I was gonna say we can get water from the snow.
Well, because we did that once before, but I'm trying to remember how that worked.
I mean, you'd probably just have to boil the water. Literally. Just
Right, you're
literally melt the
forged.
snow.
Yeah, you gotta forage it, you gotta boil it, and you probably have to strain it too.
Oh yeah, you can
Well,
forage for water.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can forage.
So
You can either
was gonna.
forage for like wild
Right,
fruits and
okay. Yeah, so if
things.
you want to forage for edible plants or drinkable water, so your foraging modifiers, winter would be -2, because this place is already pretty much always winter. Um,
Okay.
and as for yeah, so -2 for winter, and then is there a terrain modifier? Yeah, terrain type. Let me just check. Terrain types for open terrain. Foraging gives you another -1, so you're looking at -3 overall.
Okay. Is there anyone who is available during the shift that would forage with water with me, so I can mitigate some of the penalty?
Yeah, if somebody has like a D6 or more in survival, you can assist.
I should have a decent survival. I have a C in survival.
So Tobias can
So-
assist if you want.
I'll assist.
And I think that's just about it. So I'm at a -2
Do
overall.
either of you have any? Never mind.
Push that.
Okay, so you take 1 point of stress. But let's check the foraging. So, um, foraging for water. Success means you find enough drinkable water to fill your water bottles. So I would say everybody gains 1 ration of water.
Awesome.
Nice.
Refills it back to 5 for me.
Okay, so because Tom's not present, I will add, or not playing rather, I will add one water for him.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, so everybody gets one ration of water from that. I do need to let's see, roll a stamina, or actually no, you guys need to roll stamina for hypothermia.
We get a
Yep.
+2 because of the fire, yeah?
Well, here's the thing. So if you are by the fire, you are fine automatically. But
Oh, okay.
because in the case of Tobias and Lena, if you guys, my assumption is that you're out scrounging about, therefore not specifically just sitting right by the fire, you would have to roll your stamina to avoid hypothermia,
That's
Yep.
fine.
That makes
which
sense.
would be a flat roll.
So get my ranger bonus.
Lord.
I won't push that. I'll just get hypothermia again.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Ohio Jones is
Cool.
fine. Lena, you would take, I believe it's 1 point of damage, 1 point of stress.
Sounds about right.
Well, let me just double check that because I don't want to unfairly penalize you. Other hazard.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is because it happens to me all the time. I spend more time than actually
You should
normal in
know.
this game. But make
You
sure you
should
check
know.
the
Sounds
box
about
because
right.
you got to check the box too on your sheet that you have it.
Yep. Already did so.
Jesus.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, you immediately suffer 1 point of damage, 1 point of stress. So, but when you get to the fire, you are no longer hypothermic. So basically, you're just taking the one-off damage and stress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, she has to shift. She has to do a shift by the fire to get rid of the hypothermia.
Oh well, it doesn't say
Because that's
specific.
what drives me nuts. I spend more time. Yeah, no. In order to get over, if you go to the hypothermia, it says you have to spend a shift getting warm to remove it.
No, I will copy and paste exactly what I'm seeing on my.
Well, I can't see that. I'm driving, so.
Okay.
But I'll take your word for it. I'm playing it wrong because I'm always taking a shift of getting warm.
Yeah, I mean it does. I mean it says that the only mention of shift in the text is saying in winter you might have to roll once or every shift or even every stretch. So that's the only mention of it. It just says you cannot heal damage or stress only after you've warmed up. If only by a campfire are you able to heal again. So it doesn't say you have to be there for a shift. I mean,
Okay,
realistically,
read
I
it
would
as a
assume
shift.
so,
Okay,
but
that's cool.
um,
Yeah.
so it's not like you walk up to a fire and then go, okay, I'm fine, but like it doesn't explicitly say. But yeah, I would say that maybe it's like narratively for half the shift you're looking for water, and then you get it, and then like, okay, I'm fucking freezing and I can't feel my toes, so I need to get back to the fire. So that is
Yep.
your
Okay.
evening shift, Lena, and also Tobias because you were helping. So Arthur
Mhm.
and or Felice, do either of you want to be doing anything during this shift?
I said that I will be keeping watch.
Okay, all right. I didn't hear you say you'll be keeping watch. Okay, so
No,
you'll
it's
keep
okay.
was
I
only
typed
text.
it because
Okay.
you guys were doing stuff. I
Right.
didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, and then um, Arthur, is there anything
I go-
specific you? What?
Can I go hunting again real quick?
Technically,
Hoping
it
to get
is
the
once
rest
per
of them?
shift, I think. So,
Is this same shift or new shift?
This is so you killed the fox in the afternoon shift. This is the evening shift.
So it's something I could do.
Technically, yes. Because it
Alright, I'll try and
says it
speak
takes, I
through
mean,
it.
it's a shift, so, okay, so, alright, do a survival roll modified by the terrain type, which I believe if you're hunting out in the plains here, that's a -1.
Oh. You're going to eradicate the entire fox's family?
Actually, no,
Sounds about
no,
right.
hold on, I got it wrong, it's actually a +1. I'm sorry, so re-roll that, please.
Oh. Sweet.
Yeah,
Okay, still
That is
still nothing.
yeah, no more
looks like a
foxes,
miss.
no more burgers.
Don't worry, I'll go hunting later.
Okay, so that's pretty much your shift, but I need you to roll a d6 to see, or not a d6, sorry, I need you to roll your stamina to see if you, uh, got hypothermic or not. Nope. Nope, you do
Yeah, you're
not.
fine.
I
Okay.
ain't chilling, but I'm relaxing.
Okay, so, and that would be, I believe, the evening shift, because, like, he was fixing, uh, Arthur tried hunting, Lena and Tobias were looking for water, and Felice was keeping watch, so, yeah. So, there is the evening shift, and now we are into the night shift, and also as a reminder for Tobias, because you weren't here, everybody, so you didn't get any, like, meaningful sleep in the night shift because of the ambush, but you are rested like, you all rested in the morning shift.
Hmm.
So you can sleep in the night shift if you would like to have, like, a consistent sleep schedule, but, it wouldn't be, like, required until at least the morning.
Um, oh, it's good. Might as well just sleep now.
Okay, are you guys going to, uh, drive during the night or during the morning?
Morning, because
Yeah, I
again,
agree.
nighttime fuels is stupid.
Well, like I said though, night actually all it does is just reduce your travel speed. It doesn't actually eat up more fuel.
No, it does because you still the shift is no. I guess it's not fuel per shift.
Yeah, because here's the thing,
So I thought
well, we used to think it was that, you corrected me, and yeah, it's fuel per hex. It's basically like a case of,
oh,
like,
okay.
if you want to get somewhere faster, night is the penalty there, but night doesn't actually, like, the only thing that, consumes more fuel is going off road, is terrain types. Um,
Okay.
but night travel, all that does is just slow your travel speed, but it's fuel per hex. So you could actually drive at night if you wanted to.
I would sleep and then drive during the day.
All right, fair enough. If that's what you all want to do, then
But
that's what you can do.
that's my vote.
Okay.
I already said I'd prefer to sleep
Yeah.
at night. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Ohio Tobias is going to sleep. I mean, I'm assuming you would have Lena keep watch because she's nocturnal anyway.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense.
And like I said, just to streamline things, I'm not going to have you, um, sleep right now, or sorry, I meant like have anything come at you right now. Um, so Lena keeping watch is more a narrative thing than anything else. Um, and so if you guys want to say that everybody sleeps, I mean, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I mean, try to get an actual consistent schedule of
Yeah.
sleep so we can make the most of the day.
So Felice and Arthur, is that something you guys want to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta be ready for more hunting.
Okay. So sounds like a plan. So, okay. So you guys want to um, make your way to the so okay, well, so we'll say so night shift passes without incident, morning shift, you are able to hit the road. What's that ticking?
His car.
Car.
Oh,
Oh.
it's my turn signal. Sorry, I'm at a red light.
Yeah, you've been waiting to turn for a while, buddy.
For at least
Yeah,
a minute there.
I'll mute myself so you guys don't have to hear it. Sorry.
Alright.
No,
So,
you're fine.
You really got
okay,
Just
so
pulling your leg.
okay, so the morning shift, dawn comes and you can start getting getting on the road. So which direction are you going? Because as a reminder, I did draw that white line that outlines the overall quickest route to the rally point. Not exactly perfectly straight, but like more like if you head along kind of like this bearing rather than the straight line, like that is a overall like the clearest shot um to the rally point.
Okay.
So, and also welcome back, Emily. We more or less nominated you to keep watch because you're
Yeah, that's
nocturnal.
fine.
Everybody else wanted to have a consistent sleep schedule because other than that, I'd be sleeping during the morning. So, um, so okay. So you guys, yeah, morning shift. Are you gonna have Mike drive or somebody else?
Isn't Mike the best driver?
Mike has, I think, um, he has BD, but the terrain types could give him a positive or negative. Does anybody have higher than BD
I mean,
for what?
For
for driving?
driving,
Driving? No.
I have 80.
Okay, do you want
I
to
just
drive
have
or
a
do you
B.
want to be the gunner?
Oh,
Actually,
I
no,
can
hold on.
be the gunner.
Wait, it was Felice who's the vehicle gunner, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got machine
Yeah.
gunner.
Well, no, well, do you
Very
have
nice.
vehicle gunner? The
Uh,
specialty.
no, for some reason I don't.
Well, let me
I
put it this
believe
way, because
machine.
you've
Bad
got
day.
you've got Meltem Down Matthias, who is an NPC now, but he has vehicle gunner, which speaking of, he could teach you Felice. Um,
Okay.
Matthias,
It,
he has vehicle gunner. He was the original vehicle gunner. You've got Arthur, and then you've got Felice.
I was
it's a
gonna
heavy
say
weapon, yeah?
Yeah, it's heavy weapons to be a vehicle gunner
I've
because
got AA in it.
okay, so you've got AA in it, but you also have a better driving. So the question is, who's going to be manning the main cannon on the Predator, and who's going to be driving?
does Matthias have?
Matthias, as a gunner, has AA.
Oh well, then have Matthias gun, and at least if you'd like, you can drive.
Okay.
I I don't have anything for driving besides some A in agility.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
thought
have
you
an
said you had
AD.
AD.
No,
Well,
that's
No,
that
that's
was
me.
that's Blitz.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
the Fox Splitterator.
Yeah.
then just have let's drive and let's drive. Police can gun.
Okay.
Gives her a chance to actually learn it without having to be taught.
Okay. So, um,
First one's done.
And then I would always have Riley, even if I'm not here, have him be in the commander seat. I always do that because
okay.
then I get the observation role.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
all right. So
that's fine
you're
with me, and then I
okay.
can fucking do stuff from inside.
Okay. So,
Never really on the machine gun, to be honest.
okay. So, well, the commander seat is the machine gunner seat.
Oh well, do do whatever.
Well, if we get into combat, Riley jumps the hell off the damn vehicle anyway, so you can then jump into the machine gun if you want. Because I
Mm,
don't fight in the stupid tank. I get the hell off,
neither
out,
do I.
out of it as quick as I can. Even when it's moving, I jump off.
Right. So, in the case of, so you guys are right here where the Bravo Squad insignia is. Are you going to go to like the like 2 o'clock position direction, or are you going to go like up and then right?
I say we follow the path that's kind of been drawn out.
So you're gonna go to
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that makes the most
Okay.
sense.
So
So left and
when
right,
you're on
it's
the
just
road, so
right.
first we're gonna need a driving roll to see, like, cause you're enter. Well, actually, I think if this is technically open terrain and like a new terrain type, you shouldn't need to, but I'm still gonna double check that. Where is the travel? Where to go?
Might just be a modifier.
Well, yeah, it might be a modifier, but I'm trying to see if there's like if you're going off road driving. Let's see. Um, so difficult terrain reduces your speed. But no, hold on. Where is? Shit. Okay. At the start of each shift so each shift that you're driving, you do a roll modified for terrain type. If you drive off road into a new terrain type, you need to make an additional roll. Heavy rain, you make it -2 modifier. So first, let's see what the weather is. To see if it's like high visibility or I mean, I would say like the whole in this case 4 or more raise the score in terms of like the weather penalties. So I'll count the like the snow as heavy rain, so that's a -2, and then yeah, I think it's just a -2 to your driving overall for whoever's driving. Do you want to push that? I'll take that as a yes. Okay. Um,
Oh, man.
mishaps. If you fail, you suffer a mishap. Make a roll on the
It,
if you make a roll on the table on driving mishaps. A mishap occurs about halfway into the movement of the shift. So first, let's look at driving mishaps, and I will roll this.
Wait, so what did you roll to determine it was snowing or raining or whatever?
That was the D6 that rolled a 3.
Okay.
Because basically what I do for this is so like the lower the number, the shittier the weather.
Ah.
So like basically if it's like if it's 3 or less, then it would count as heavy rain. If it's 4 or higher, there's no penalty.
Okay.
So you got a whatever in the fuck that is. So it's 2d6 NP, so a 6 I think. So bogged down, the vehicle gets stuck and moves no further this shift. Getting loose requires a stamina. So we'll get to that in a minute, but there is an encounter that happens while you are cruising along. So the weather isn't the best. I need so Riley, you said you would be manning the gun or the observation post thing, like the
That's correct. Yep.
okay, so the optics. So I'm gonna roll a recon for you. You would get a minus, like pretty hefty minus because of the weather and the being inside of a vehicle. Well, are you inside the vehicle or are you turned out?
I am turned out.
Okay, so then that's just a -2 for the overall weather. So
And then
minus
-1 because I've got the
scout.
because I think I'm an AA and the scout.
You're actually
So
AB.
AB. Okay, I use the plus. So,
But yeah, but
but
scout
I do
would.
have binoculars,
Okay, what do
so
binoculars
they
give?
give you a +1. +1.
+2. You're actively scouting.
Is it +2?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Damn, I
+2.
didn't think they were that great.
So +2, but only when okay. So you would actually
pretty
so
good.
you're +1. Okay. So
Very
okay, so you
nice.
got a success. So basically, Riley, as you are like, so as you guys are, um, you're driving down the road, you actually spot, um, like you actually notice movement along the side of the road, but it's actually an animal, not a person. Um, and as you get closer, um, you actually like get better visibility on it. It actually is a dog. It's like not some sort of local animal.
I'm
It's
going to
it's
adopt it.
yeah, it's a dog of all things, a German Shepherd to be exact.
I'm going to adopt it.
I know. Let's get it. We could always use a dog.
Exactly.
Morale. We could. It's our new mascot. His name is Rex. He's our new mascot.
Well, when having a pet fox fails.
So, well, Pat Fox
Pet-
failed because you shot it, but
Honey, I
That
accidentally
might
shot the
be
family
true.
dog.
Fucking 390
I don't
caliber
remember the
rifle.
rules on this. It's a good luck to remember
Yeah.
the rules on doing this.
So,
You have
Can I try to
to.
adopt this dog?
well,
Please.
hold on. Well, everybody's okay, so we'll say this. So first, okay, first step. Do you guys actually stop the vehicle to go check it out?
I think we're
The
bogged
view.
down, so we stop.
Well, that'll happen at some point during the shift. Like that isn't like
Okay.
right when you get the result. That's like at some point while you're driving, this is going to happen. But for now, you're still driving.
All right, guys. My wife's here now, so we're going to go into the convention
Okay.
center. So have fun. Thanks for letting me
Nice.
hang out.
No problem.
All right. So I'm going to say stop the vehicle, please. This is me asking nicely, as in like you don't have to listen to me, but this is like Tobias saying, please stop the vehicle.
Yeah. You know what? We could make it so that it gets bogged down here, like we stop and maybe snow gets built up around
That's
it or
actually
something.
not a bad idea. Especially because you're on a
Yeah.
road and
That
that could
makes
be very
sense.
dangerous for you. I like it. So, um, yeah. The predator comes to a stop. The ramp in the back drops. You guys step out. Um, so if you're approaching the dog has stopped. It hasn't run off, but it has like basically frozen in place. Um, it doesn't appear like as you're, stepping out and take a look at it, it doesn't appear to be like aggressive towards you in any way. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems a bit wary of you, almost like it's about to like turn tail and run.
Can I
Um,
offer it? Can I pull out some food?
yes, I was going to say if you want, you can make a persuasion roll to try to, convince the dog you aren't going to hurt it. And if you use a ration of food, that gives you a +1.
I will do that because that gives me a BB.
Okay. Do you want somebody else? Because somebody else can assist you with a roll. Like if somebody has at least one
That would
point of
that would be
persuasion.
helpful, yeah.
I'll hand you a fox burger to feed him.
That is a bit morbid, but that gives me a +2.
Well, hold on. Does Arthur have a +1, or like, do you already have persuasion?
No. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah. Forget I
'Cause
said that.
Nice.
Me-
I know Lena has. I have a D in persuasion, but I'd be sleeping during this shift, so I
Okay.
can't assist you, unfortunately.
That is
Which, speaking of, you recover
unfortunate.
1 point, an additional point of stress if you are sleeping, Lena. Um,
Yep.
so just to make sure, so nobody else has persuasion.
It's rough.
Well, hold on, let me see. Do the NPCs, uh, you know, Eldad, like he has persuasion.
It's
So,
hilarious.
he's coming at us. He's like, "You want some Crusher jerky, eh? Your
Uh,
dog."
it's sure. With my +2, that's a AB. I'm gonna roll now,
And you
I keep
succeed.
forgetting
and I
I keep
fuck
forgetting
yeah.
Eldad is Canadian.
I describe what I do to approach this dog?
Yeah.
So as I'm like noticing the dog, Tobias immediately like it's almost like Tobias just saw like a mythical creature as he pulls out some food and he's like basically like he crouches down to not look as like imposing because he's like 6'3", and the larger you are, the usually the more frightening you are to animals. He gets as small as possible, puts out his hand for like it to sniff his hand while he's also offering it food. And he says, "Here, boy," or he's like, "Here, here," as he's like basically conging it over.
Okay.
He's not assuming what it is yet.
So the the dog, like with the offering of food and the fact that you're not like trying to make yourself like seem big and scary, the dog approaches you, still a little unsettled but more receptive than before. Um, he actually goes up to you, curiously sniffing you and your equipment out of apparent interest. Um, the dog, like you're holding out the food, he starts eating it. So he seems a little more relaxed and
And I
content.
attempt to pet it.
Yeah, the dog, like the dog doesn't, you know, react fearfully or aggressively to that. But you do notice that the dog has a collar if you want to take a look at it.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask if the dog has a collar.
So the collar actually gives his name as Axel. Um, with his name, gender, and what you guess to be his owner's contact info laser engraved on the tag, and his birthday is actually on there listed at. Well, actually, I think. Well, I know at least one dog that has his birthday, May 5th, 2245. So, yeah, you got pretty decent info on the dog.
Nice. For contact info, is there any way that like does it have like location as well or no?
For location, you would get. I would hold on. I think it would be for the sake of navigation. I'll say somebody do me a survival roll, which
Can I
could be
do it?
Tobias if you want.
I have a
And
decent
I'll and
survival.
I'll see if your Canadian sidekick has survival. No, he doesn't.
That's rough. Anybody
Damn,
want to help
bro.
me?
I have no survival.
That is tragic. All right.
Riley
Well, I
has
mean, I have
survival.
a
He can
PC,
help.
so if Riley wants to help me get a dog, then hell yeah.
Yeah.
For now, it's going to be the group's mascot. If we don't find an owner, if we do, then obviously, hopefully return it. But if not, I'm going to officially adopt this dog, and it's going to be my companion.
Okay.
No one has.
Well, I said Riley
So that's a
does, so
+1 for my life.
yeah, he'll assist you.
Oh, yeah,
So
no,
that's
that's
just
close.
okay.
Gotcha. But
Okay. So the um the address is actually like is basically for a settlement that's actually in this hex. Um,
interesting.
so like it's actually not that far away. So you could go there and investigate if you want. Um, and um, so let's see. So yeah, so the dog, is so Axel is more receptive towards you, and I have a character sheet for him. Um,
Oh yeah,
which I can
Nice.
let's
I will
see.
protect this dog with my life.
Okay,
It is too precious for this world.
and he's a dog, so yes. Um, so supporting NPCs. So I will add Axel to supporting NPCs, and I don't know if do you guys have vision of the whole folder?
Not
Uh,
of supporting
Give me a second.
NPCs.
Okay, so I'll
Yeah, I don't have supporting
set
NPCs.
that to observer.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh my God, he's adorable.
Oh, he's just a little baby.
Lord.
Aww.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew I made a good choice.
I just like that, nationality German Shepherd, branch Bravo Squad rank dog.
Rank dog. Love that. Like
Funny.
how is he like big? Like is he like kind of like I mean to be fair,
It's a
not
German
really
Shepherd.
big. Well, yeah, I mean depending on the age and whatnot and like the size, I was gonna say Tobias would
Yeah.
probably like offer to pick him up,
Scoop him up.
honestly. See if he'd be willing for me to carry him.
I mean,
He's
I
just a
would say,
little lap dog.
well, yeah, I'd say he's probably pretty average, like, average size for a German Shepherd. Fuck if I know what that would be, but like he's not like
Uh,
Um,
freakishly
the average
huge,
is
but
like
not like small.
probably around
I
like
know that I
he's a bit above.
like me as a person, I'm able to like carry like even a slightly larger German Shepherd, so I'd imagine Tobias is capable with a 6'3" frame to carry a German Shepherd. Since I am myself am 6 foot,
I mean,
so I'm
if
just
he's
basing
got
that off
the
of like
same physique as Kronk, living up to his nickname, and yeah, dog meat is what I was thinking of uh when thinking of this guy. Um,
I had a
so basically,
feeling.
like dog meat, like basically, I mean, he's basically in terms of size and overall like physique, he's basically dog meat. So not necessarily meant to be like XP of him, but that's just kind of what like a good comparison. So
that makes sense.
so yeah,
Well, I
so
mean, yeah, I can carry him.
so German Shepherd joins the party. But as proposed before, that's the point when like you guys are like, okay, well we got a dog, and then you go to start up your IFV, and yeah, it's stuck.
Yeah, worth it.
So getting loose requires a stamina roll or help from another vehicle. One attempt per shift can be made.
Hmm. If we all right, so my thinking is we could technically do two birds with one stone. If we don't succeed this first shift, we could go investigate the town where Axel's from and also see if they have a vehicle. That is if we fail the first roll. What do you
Well,
guys
keep in
think?
mind it's going to take a a shift to. I would say it would take a shift to get the vehicle unstuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if because I don't want to spend too much time in one place. Or if the first shift fails, then we'll just move on to find basically to carry on to investigate the town. But technically, we'd be investigating ahead to see what's going on, so we don't unstuck ourselves and are completely blind.
Yeah, well, because what I was
I
gonna.
mean,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, Cody.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say is that we have enough. We have like 9 people. So say we sent like a team of 4 to investigate the village, and the other 5 stayed back to try and
That's what I was
unstuck the
gonna
vehicle.
propose. Yes. Um.
Hmm.
I mean, you have a bunch of NPCs, so you could leave the vehicle unstucking to the NPCs because you've got Melton Dan Matthias, Eldad, Mike, um, and Riley currently is an
I don't.
NPC, so he could stay behind as well.
I
So you're
don't
saying
see
I
any
could
issue
go
with that.
behind.
Yeah, I don't see any issue with that. I look to the individuals who are gonna stay behind. I say, you 4 or however many there are. You
Well,
guys
yeah,
try to
there's
get this vehicle
let's see,
unstuck.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4, and also I got to move Crosshair to hold PCs because he's no longer with the party.
Mhm. I
There's
say you 4, you get
Chase.
this vehicle unstuck while we investigate the town ahead of us, alright?
Okay.
Riley, you're in charge while I'm gone.
Hey, he's like, sure thing, boss. So I'll look at the stamina, like I'll do the stamina roll first. So that's kind of cooking while you
Mhm.
guys are doing your thing. So let's see. So who has the highest? Um, so Melton down Matthias is. Oh my God, he's AA for stamina.
Wonderful.
So he'll do that roll, and does he succeed? Only time will tell. He does.
Makes sense.
So he's going to be
That
doing
is a
that.
really
He'll
good
be
roll.
getting the vehicle will eventually be ready to roll. You guys are still in the morning shift as a reminder. So if you guys want to proceed on foot and go check out the the address where Axel came from, you can.
Sure.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna carry the
Yep.
dog like it's my child as I'm walking through.
I'm gonna
I
assume
like
someone's gonna
Tobias
wake up
is.
my character. Like
I'd
if it would,
imagine,
yeah.
yeah. The way I wake you up is I have I come over with Axel as I say, wakey wakey. I have
And,
like
there,
the
and then
dog
yeah, you
standing
wake
on
up to
me.
the sight of a dog fucking sniffing your face.
Yeah.
That is
Uh,
exactly how you wake up.
like
It's
the way I imagine that Lena sleeps is kind of like I just like leaning up against the wall of the vehicle and just kind of like a very deep sleep involves like open mouth snoring. So that's a very jarred way to be woken up.
just imagine he just pokes you in the face with the dog. Just
Exactly.
shoves it in your face.
Just a oh god. Oh,
Look what
do I
we
have a
found on the
dog?
side of the road. Yes, we have a dog.
Look what we found on the
Great.
side of the road. It's like, whose dog is this? I don't know. I was going through the garbage. So you let it lick my face?
Yes.
Exactly.
It's like that moment from Drake and Josh. That's what I was quoting.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
you let him lick my face.
okay. We're cool. We have a dog. What are we
Good, we're
doing?
gonna go find its owner. While we get our vehicle, while we have the rest of the team get a vehicle unstuck. 2 birds, 1 stone. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give
We'll
me a
give you
moment
some
to
time
wake up.
to
I'll
wake up.
follow.
Yeah. No worries. I say, I'm gonna play with Axel. Don't worry, buddy. I say as I'm kind of babying him.
Yeah.
Like large, imposing man, just literally being super soft and cuddly
Yeah.
with his
Well, the
dog.
dog has like one of those kind of like bewildered looks on, on his face.
Like one of those big dogs getting picked up for the first time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
When a
he's a
big
good,
dog meets its match,
good baby.
he's a good boy.
That's
I'll
how I
just
talk to
imagine,
my
yeah,
dogs.
fucking Kronk holding like the actual Kronk holding a fucking dog. It's like, oh yeah, you're a
Yeah.
good boy.
So
I love it.
okay, that caught me off guard. It caught me off
That
guard.
is so sweet and wholesome. I love it.
So
You're welcome.
anyway,
I'd love
um,
to.
yeah. So one, oh yeah, who's a good boy? Later, um, yeah. So you guys, if you're going to march on foot, let's check the marching rules. Where the hell is okay? Travel, marching. Um, yeah, you can march 2 hexes per shift on a road or in open terrain. So, I mean, you'll have plenty of, especially because this is like paved road buried under snow. But the terrain is such that yes, you can march on foot. So I need to get the tokens configured. So let's see, we've got Arthur. Oops, we got. Let's try that again. Arthur, Felice,
Yeah.
Bless
Hugh,
you.
Lena,
Chris,
and Kronk. So that's 5. And then
send
everybody
that in the
else.
chat for me, please.
What?
Oh yeah.
No, Grace sent me a gift that matches perfectly with
Yeah, and
Tobias's personality.
I'll add. If you're bringing Axel with you, I'll add him to the initiative thing, or not to the
Look
initiative,
in
but
the
add to the map.
Interstellar Marines chat.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Big magnet.
So okay. So um, yeah, so you guys make it. So as you are moving along, um, like towards the address that you see, you actually see smoke in the distance.
Oh no.
Um, whoever has the highest recon roll who wants to do it can, or anybody who.
My
AC.
recon is BB.
If AC.
Oh, very. I have a BB. I get kind of sounds like similar. You have an AC.
Yeah, I have a BB as well.
I don't know if an AC would be higher, because technically,
Probably
like,
assist.
it's technically both higher and lower. If you get an
Yeah.
assistant, then yeah. I was gonna say you could roll it
Okay.
with assistance,
Yeah.
maybe.
So all right, sure, I'm fine with that. So yeah, do your recon roll,
Oh,
please.
But was Tobias still recovering from his shattered hip?
Is he?
maybe. I don't know. I haven't checked.
How many
He's
days
got a
were left
cracked
on it?
hip still, yeah. 4 days.
Well, let's do this. So I think it's if you are being medically assisted, the day counts double, and you guys have spent about like you've slept for 2 days. So if it counts double, then by that point you would have recovered. Let me
Yeah,
just
because
double
I would
check
have
that.
definitely given him
Yeah, because
aid
critical
during
injuries,
the day.
healing crits, cares. If somebody tends to you for a shift per day during the process of healing crit and makes a medical aid roll, that day counts double. So do me 2 medical aid rolls, please, and all of your
Sure.
tools and gear would count for that in any specialties that you have.
Yep. So I get
And then
that
Greatly
you
one.
push both
appreciate
the
it.
rolls. Okay, so 1 day counts, and then I need another one, please.
Yep. That just occurred to me because I wasn't sure if we were done healing or not.
Okay,
I am
so
doing
yeah,
my
his
part
his
as a
crit is at
medic.
long last healed.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I can finally walk
Still
normally and can run.
It's the same thing. No harm, no foul.
Okay, so
Same thing.
yeah, so anyway, Ohio Jones is healed, and um, meanwhile, as for Felice, so the fire, you'll note that it's larger than the average campfire, but it's not on the same scale as like the flames of a demolished vehicle.
Okay.
Um, I mean, I'm assuming you're still going to walk towards the thing, the settlement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just. Is it okay if I try to stealth a bit, just in case?
Well, let's do this. I'm going to
It's
bring you guys over to the new map while that's cooking.
okay.
Oh yeah, that loaded much faster. Jesus. I
Ooh,
just
that's
need
nice.
Oh, that's nice.
so okay, so everybody's here. Excuse me. Um, so yeah, if anybody wants to stealth, now is the time. But
Yeah.
I know Felice, you wanted to kind of sneak off and like survey.
Yeah.
Question is, are you going to be doing
Yeah.
that while everybody else is walking up, or are you going to say, "Hey guys, wait here, and we'll take a look"?
Um, I'll ask them to wait there. 'Cause
Say,
I want to get
yeah,
an
I'll say
idea
you
to
go
see
full on.
if it's under attack or anything like that. I want to make sure of that.
Okay. Um, so which direction are you going? Clockwise or counter?
Um, let's go
Oh, Jesus
clockwise.
Christ. Come here.
You good?
No, my dog just walked up and like put her paws on my leg, and I was like,
She
"What the
knows
hell
that
is
you're
touching
talking to
me?"
it. She knows you have contact with another dog.
Sorry for that
She's
outburst,
aware.
but
No, it's good.
really surprised me.
You guys have heard me deal with my dogs and my cat, so like,
In terms of dealing with dogs, I can't compare to
Mhm.
a story that Fat Mikey's mom told about like how because the family loves big dogs, and there was a dog ran across the house, fucking rammed his nose into Fat Mikey's crotch, tilted his head up, and Mikey went flying. That was his mom who mentioned that, by the way, not him.
That's
It's
great.
hilarious.
So anyway,
so
um, so
want me to
yes.
make the recall now?
Well, again, which direction are you going?
Clockwise.
Okay, so you're going down. Okay, so I guess we'll say you're going down. Where's your token? To like here, maybe? To right here?
All right. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I need you to do um, yeah, well, one recon roll to spot first. I like to
Okay.
do observe. Very nice. So, what you notice is, so when you get to the source, so you find out that this is actually this isn't like a town, it's actually a farm.
Mhm.
And you also, so you find the farm, you see people actually working in the fields, like over here, like their crops somehow being grown here. Um, and you actually notice the source of the smoke, which happens to be a bonfire in the center here. So I'll just, is there a way I can add like a fire token now? I'll just draw a little X to say it's like right there. Um,
Mhm.
so there's a big bonfire. That's the source of the smoke you saw. Um,
Okay.
but you realize that not only are there human corpses being burned on the bonfire, which is going to give you 1 point of stress for seeing that.
Oh, good.
You notice the
Lovely.
people who are out and about are armed.
Fuck.
They look like uh fucking enemies
Those
or
motherfuckers. They're fucking
They're cultists.
cultists. You fucking
Ooh.
savages.
I guess the dog's yours.
Yeah. Oh no 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 no. You even if the dog doesn't know it, you have done a great disservice to it and its owner. And I'm going as its new companion. I'm going to make sure that is righted by killing all of you. No, that's fucked up. You're burning the
So,
corpses? Yeah, no, fuck
um,
you. You've lost all like. Sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah,
do
now
these
these
people
two gifts I think sum up Ohio Jones perfectly, or these two clips rather.
yeah.
Sounds about right.
Um,
Of
so now mind you,
so they're burning the bodies of the people who were originally here. Like you can tell that the people who are out and about weren't are
I
new
mean
to
they're
the
charred
area.
husks of corpses, but it stands to reason, yes.
All right. Yeah, I'll report that back to you guys, you know. Just letting you know.
If you if you do report the full details, not only would you see Tobias like wince in pain, but immediately like in anger, you would go, oh, those fucking cultists. As I'm gonna look to the rest of the group and say, you're killing them all.
And here I was thinking
None of those two.
that's reported, and the group's looking around, and then there's like bad companies like, where'd Ohio Jones go? And then Ohio Jones.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Tobias wants to do that, but he's smarter than that. He just got back from an injury. Instead, though, I do have a reliable companion. Other than Axel, my other reliable companion, sadly, who I want to. Yeah, we'll save that for now. These cultists have been spared for now, because if I had more ammunition, they would be fucking red mist. Sadly, but I don't have
Wait, so
enough
you're
ammo
telling
for
me
that.
we're not gonna kill him?
Oh, we're gonna kill them. I was referring to the fact that I was gonna use my rocket, but I don't only have 2 rockets. So
Ah,
thankfully, they can't. Thankfully, they have been spared of this travesty. There's not even their own, not even their own parents who have been able to recognize them. But
yeah. Well, now we get to
yeah,
burn him after.
exactly.
maybe
We
let's
get to.
not be like the bad guys and burn people.
Oh no 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 no! Once you burn somebody, once you make a bonfire of human corpses, you get to be added to that said bonfire.
Fun.
Sorry to say. That's just my view on it. As soon as you do something that heinous, your human rights have been revoked. You're no longer human to me.
Damn. What happened to
That
you?
is, uh,
Note to self: don't severely piss off Ohio Jones. Jesus
no,
Christ.
don't do something that dehumanizes other people, because you're no longer human to me.
This is like Heart of Darkness shit right here. This is great.
Yeah, you no, like you
I'm
see
creeped
immediately
out.
Tobias puts down the dog and is like, "Don't worry, buddy. I'll make them pay." As I kind of
I
pet
feel
him,
like
I
the bigger
fucking
issue is that these people were like murdered rather than that their bodies are being burned. So at least they're
uh,
not like being left out in the fields.
uh, either way. I mean, the fact that you have to get to the part where they're killed, like you have to kill them to burn them. Like you're basically discarding their bodies. So it's kind of like a two-in-one package. Like that's kind of how I see it. Not only did you kill an entire town of farmers, but you're also burning them like in a bonfire, and you're in their
It's not a
crops. That's
it's
like
not a
3
town, it's
things.
farm.
It's a farm. It makes it worse.
Somehow
They're
this
not
seems
really
like
like able to defend
an
themselves.
average day in Minecraft for an 11-year-old.
I like. This is how every villager felt. Like this is how every villager secretly felt within their heart. This is the.
Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. I gotta do something.
Oh god,
Okay.
that's fucking hilarious.
Ashton, you're gonna get an extra point of experience for that. That was great.
See,
Oh my
the
heart.
difference
Oh
is when I
god.
was 12, there
Jesus.
wasn't a village left after.
I
Alright, let's get.
I've never really played Minecraft, but I understand the reference.
Yeah, trust me. I won't air out my dirty laundry, but back in the day, I left no village untouched. So I
The
want to
last joke
rewrite
I'll
those
add is that I
wrongs.
remember that Fat Mikey's cloud breather of a brother at one point fucking got banned from a Minecraft server because he blew up an entire village, like PC's like player village with dynamite. And he was outrunning it like he was outrunning an explosion in an action movie. And he got banned for his troubles
Makes sense. That fucking animal.
because he's a prick and a loser. But anyway,
Done.
so yeah, so Felice, you have seen, and I would say that Felice, if you're relaying the news of like their corpses fucking being burned on a bonfire, that stress would extend to everybody. Of like,
Yeah,
my God,
that's
who the hell would do that?
yeah. No, this day is the day that I get to use my my killer specialty.
Okay. So are you guys going to? What is the plan of attack? Are you going to just march down the road and start shooting, or are you going to try to position yourself?
Minor question first.
What?
What if I have low empathy?
Uh, good for you.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I
What's
mean,
that gonna do with
low
anything?
empathy typically means that you're like immune to, well, not immune, but less, less vulnerable to caring about stuff like
I
that,
mean, you
right?
would still
there a
get
mechanical for that?
mechanically you would still get the stress. Low empathy, all that lets you
Yeah.
do is fucking make it easier to execute people
Execute
in cold
people.
blood. But
Okay.
Unless you have a
you're
Yeah.
still
specialty.
affected by horrifying atrocities.
Except for me, I have the killer specialty.
Well, I mean, no. Well, I mean, in terms of executing people, you can do it without negative effects, but you would still be susceptible to, like,
Oh yeah,
horrifying
no.
things like
That's what I
this.
was referring to. That's what I was referring to. Like, I'm
Horrifying
going
things
to
like
execute
this,
these
or the
people.
Joker setting off a fucking bomb in a fuel truck and, like,
I'm
lighting your
going
colleagues
to,
on
by the
fire.
way, I'm going to, like, I'm gonna see, like, I'm gonna, like, empathize, like, I'm gonna emphasize to Axel, like, all right, boy, stay here, stay. Like, I like, basically trying to get him to avoid, like, getting into chaos, as well as, since I don't want him to witness what is going to happen to these cultists, as I'm going to look to all of you and say, we're gonna ambush them.
Okay.
It's just that makes the most sense. Don't leave any of them alive.
Oh, hold on, I got a fucking clip for that. Um, where is it? Yeah, so this awesome line here.
Enemies functioning.
Yeah, Tobias'
Yes.
HUD.
Leave no enemies functioning. Actually, you know what? Leave one. Leave one. I have a
Why?
reason for that.
Oh, you're
Oh
gonna throw.
man, you're gonna do
Wh-
something dehumanizing.
No, no, no. Someone needs to tell the story of what happens when you fuck with farmers on this planet.
We're gonna use a Bowie knife to carve a symbol into his forehead.
You'll see. You'll see. You'll see what I do when the time comes. Don't worry. It's not going to be
Yeah,
super
I'm starting
fucked
to
up
remember
to where
why
you get
I've
demonetized.
nicknamed this game War Crime Simulator.
To be fair, they did it first. They did it
The
first.
different the difference here is that there's a war where typically it's just crime.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
But
Okay,
yeah.
so if
But
you are going to do a group ambush, yeah, like waylaying the enemy, I think it's the lowest recon rolls on behalf of the group. Let me just double check that. Um, ambush.
would have the lowest recon question.
My
No, it's just
recon is AC.
the lowest
Or
recon
BB.
skill rolls for the group for the attackers.
There's two people with an AC, I believe, and then there's someone with an I have a BB. Yeah, two of us have BB, two have AC. What do you have? Let's
For what exactly? Recon?
Yeah,
recon. Yes.
CB.
Jesus.
CB, I think you would be the lowest.
Yeah. Thankfully, though, you have fatigues, right? You should definitely have those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I should have
Yeah,
what?
Fatigues.
Fatigues.
They actually give you a
Yeah.
plus
So that
one
makes
to
it a
your
BB.
staying stealthy.
Cody.
Hold on.
It's
What?
not on my list. Should it be?
That should be.
Yes.
Okay, because
Didn't I
otherwise
have
I guess I've
fatigues
just been naked.
What's your question, Grace?
Didn't I have
Wait, have I
fatigues
been
too?
naked too?
Yes. No, okay, everybody just fucking
Oh.
add fatigues to your sheet, because, like, you have thermal fatigues,
How do I
but they
do
don't
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have access
all
to
right, well
any
then
of the field
let me
gears
fix
and stuff.
that. Protective
I have
gear.
no fatigues. What the fuck? I don't even have thermal fatigues on.
Well, I
Just
mean,
been.
that's
I guess.
I just kind of assumed that you would have had those, but apparently not. I'm trying to find
Just
where
been
is
low.
Going commando.
Just been blood
fatigues,
commando the
field
entire time.
gear. Okay, so it's under gear, which I believe. Let's see. So do you guys? Okay, hold on, never mind. So all players set to observer for that folder. All players set to observer for that folder. Do you guys see field gear fatigues and thermal fatigues?
Yeah, I see it
Yes.
now.
All right,
I'm
add
putting
fatigues
it.
to your
Under
sheets
where?
in the items directory. You
It's
should.
yeah, items.
There you go.
I
Oh,
only
there it
have
is. Okay.
fatigues and thermal fatigues. Oh yeah. That makes more sense now.
Okay, so while we're addressing that, but yes, you guys would all have fatigues because they actually do give you a bonus to your recon roll to stay hidden.
Yeah.
Who, um, so I need Arthur to do a recon roll on behalf of the group to see if you can stay hidden.
Oh, geez.
Since I'm away from the group, would that count for me as two? For me too?
You're on your own, so no.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Would you
I'm
like me to
pushing.
make a recon too?
Oh my god,
Uh,
thank you.
you're on your yeah, you're on your own, so depending on where you position yourself, you would be doing a recon as well.
Okay. Um. So would you guys want us to move in or keeping a distance and then closing in altogether?
I'd say close on all together.
Yeah.
So
Use the element of surprise and shock and awe.
I'll probably try to keep going clockwise then.
Okay.
Sure.
However, I will say that so let me just check what. So Felice, I need you to do your recon roll though, because something might happen.
Yeah.
Fun.
Plus 5 weeks.
Okay. So Felice, you are able to. So we'll deal with you first. Where are you going to navigate to? Like, just position yourself wherever you want, and I'll let you know if you can
I'm
do it.
probably gonna
To go right
try to
there.
go
Yeah,
over here.
okay, you can go right there.
Yeah.
While you are doing that, because everybody else up here, bar Axel, is moving as a group, which I'll move you kind of away so I can just kind of drag. Okay, where are you guys going to? Which direction you're moving? You're moving counterclockwise?
Yeah, I say we move up here.
Okay. As you are moving and you get to like here, and I'll move. Well, actually, I'll move these tokens here. Um, you because Arthur got one success and these guys got one success because yeah, there was actually a lookout up on the hills.
Uh-oh.
They spot you and like you hear like piercing loud like scream like like in German like basically like you know like interlopers spotted like everybody on alert kind of deal. So now initiative.
But
So what?
before anything else, I was just gonna say, since I also speak German, I'm just gonna yeah, oh, now this makes this more fun.
Okay. So yeah, let me just first add group, this group, and I think you guys can add yourselves to the initiative now.
There you go.
Which, as a reminder, you right click on your token and then do like the sword and shield thing.
Hmm.
So we got four, and
I
I just
gotta
need Hugh.
zoom in.
Astro, are you there?
Yep.
Okay,
Right click.
Okay.
there you go. Okay, so I will draw all. Oh yeah, right. It does that combat awareness
Okay, there you go.
automatically.
It did put me.
Okay, Tobias, I'm assuming. Do you want a 2 or a 5?
I want a 2.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming that you guys would just automatically want the highest cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Flea's 4 instead of 7. Okay, all cards have been drawn. Does anybody want to swap? Because you got 2 PCs go, then an NPC, then 2 PCs, then 2 NPCs.
Since you guys are closest to the enemies who spotted you, would you guys like to go before me? Since I'm
Oh,
off on my own?
yeah, that makes the most sense.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll switch Felice with Hugh. With Hugh. Okay, and do any of the other PCs up here? Well, actually, hold on. You can't do that, and the reason why is you cannot switch if you're not in line of sight. If from what I remember from Road to
Oh, okay.
Wusad. So I will switch you back with Hugh.
Okay.
But
Um,
oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say real quick question. When I do the measurement tool on the hexes, it says they're like 30 meters. Are they actually 30 meters, or are we gonna say that they're 10 meters?
No, these are still assumed to be 10-meter hexes. Like,
Okay.
don't worry about the scaling tool. Just worry about the actual hexes.
Okay. I just wanted to double
So,
check.
okay. Well, it's good to ask. So, yeah. So basically, of these 4 up here, does anybody want to switch positions?
I believe this should be fine.
Okay. So, all right. So begin. So we've got Arthur first.
Oh boy, oh boy. All right. So how does movement work again exactly? Is it how many tiles?
So for one fast action, you can move 2 tiles, like 2 hexes. You can do mobility as a free action to potentially get up more.
As a free action?
As well, so the movement itself is a fast action, but if you want to get farther, you can do mobility as like an incidental.
Okay, and I could still like fire after that.
Yeah, you can shoot as a slow action, but there would be a penalty for that.
Okay. So I'm gonna start moving this way, and my goal is ultimately to get behind this cover, but gotta roll mobility.
Okay,
So
so yeah, so you got 1, 2, and then roll mobility.
is there any modifier?
No.
Very
Okay, so
nice.
you can. Do you want to push that D12 that you didn't succeed on?
Yeah, might as well.
There you go. So you
Very
have
nice.
exactly enough to get to here.
Perfect.
So that's like a fence.
Okay. And then can I fire at this group, or how does that?
You can fire at them. So you're not technically in cover like fully because that's like a specific action you take, but you can shoot at these guys with, I'm assuming, your carbine.
Yeah.
The range is what, 4?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
So
so
they're
you can't.
within, I think.
Yeah, they're exactly within range. Um, so you can hit them. Because you move, that's a -1 penalty unless you have like the rifleman specialization.
Yeah. I have rifleman.
Okay, so then that's just a flat roll. Are you gonna push?
Oh, I'm pushing that.
All right. Wow.
Oh man.
Rough.
Did I at least suppress them?
Well, we'll do a cuff for the group and see if they endure. Let's see. So, coolest to fire. You unfortunately did not.
It's rough.
Oh man.
So you're just firing at them like spraying rounds down range, and they're just sort of strafing around the bullets. Um, so okay, that's Arthur's turn. Next is Ohio Tobias.
The range for this, let me look. So the range is 5 for this LMG. Right. So I was gonna move over here, and then I'm gonna use mobility real quick. I'm pretty sure I can go prone as a free action, correct?
I think prone is a free action. Yeah, let me just double check that though.
Yeah.
And
I know
just double
standing up
check
is a
while I
fast
roll this
action, but I
mobility.
think prone is just like. Okay, 2 extra hexes. You want to
Yeah,
push
you
the
can just
D8?
fall prone. Yeah, I'm gonna push the D8.
Very nice. So
Wonderful.
that's 3 hexes.
1, 2, 3. And I'm
Uh,
gonna go prone, and with my LMG, I'm just gonna fucking spray at this marksman team. Mostly to prevent them from shooting at the rest of my group. And, obviously, Axel, who's just here, just chilling. I want to make sure that they're focused on me
all right. So
while I spray at them. So
okay.
as I go prone, I'm gonna obviously be using the bipod. Does that make any bonuses?
I think you have to set up the bipod though.
Uh, I'll just set it up next turn. I'll just shoot at them. So I'm prone. And a machine gunner, does that do anything? I believe going prone actually helps with
Well,
my
let's
firing.
check the modifiers. Range fire
I was gonna say
modifiers.
actually.
Prone does not do anything for you. From
Yeah,
what I'm
prone
seeing.
only gives a penalty if someone
Yeah,
is
prone
shooting
is
at
just,
you while
yeah,
you're prone.
exactly. Prone just makes it
I was
hard for them to
I was
hit
gonna
you.
say, yeah, that makes So that's kind of what I'm
Um,
trying to get at
a
here.
fast. So let me check because there's specific rules for machine guns. Um, in terms of range weapons, machine guns. A light machine gun can be fired when carried with a -2. So if you're not specifically mounting it, that's a -2, and if you are um, quick shooting, that is another -2, so that's -4 overall.
-3, because of +1
Machine
for
gunner,
machine
okay.
gunner, which is completely fine with me, because I'm just gonna do this.
Volume of fire.
Yes.
Oh
I still
my!
succeeded.
Nice.
Okay, so you hit these guys, and that is a that is how much
And
damage?
I will post it here. Damage 2, crit 3.
Okay, damage 2, crit 3. So, uh, yeah, that might actually be able. You might actually be able to crit one of these guys, because they have. Okay, where did you hit location wise? Torso. Okay, so torso. They have flak jackets, so that actually absorbs 1 point of damage. But that is damage 2 coming at these guys. So I'm going to mark this guy as taking 2 damage. And the group as a whole needs to do a CUF.
I'll put myself down as prone.
Based on that, and I keep forgetting, based on a rule that Tom proposed, that like for every like second guy in the group, they get a +1 to their cuff. So I didn't do that for the first one. We'll do it for these. These guys succeed. So they are not suppressed, but they do take hits. Next is going to be these guys that just got, because Ohio Jones actually hit them, they're going to fucking shoot at him. So,
Wait, which one? I was hitting the marksman team.
you were hitting the marksman too. Did you say that? I thought you were hitting these guys out in the
Yeah,
field.
no, I was specifically shooting at the marksman team.
Okay.
Yeah, he mentioned it.
Oh, well, I didn't catch that. Okay, well, let me just apply the damage to one of the marksmen then. So where is that guy? Takes 2. I'm not going to do any like re-rolls of their like cuff and stuff because it's the exact same stats. Um, so, but the guys out in the field are going to shoot at Kronk.
With me.
And
They have difficulty to hit me because I'm prone.
I understand. So let's see, range 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5. So they are going to close the. Actually, no, I think it's just modifier wise. It's just easier if they stay still and then hit you, because they're at -1 from the range, and I think it's -2 for shooting a prone target, or -1 for shooting a prone target. Let me just double check that real
I can
quick.
double check.
Yeah, it's either -1 or -2. I can remember.
I think it's
I got it,
-1, but I'm still looking at the modifiers just to see. Shooting at a prone target is -1. So these guys are going to take a -2 overall. Okay, that is 1 success. So that is to your torso. So that is base 2 damage.
That is soaked up by my armor.
Okay, you still need to do a cuff roll though.
Yeah,
and
I was
unit morale.
I have a B to unit morale.
Okay, so be sure to roll your unit morale, because that would apply both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you succeed. Very nice. So that's these guys. That's their turn. So Felice. So you've heard the screaming and the gunfire from both factions, yours and the enemy, and you are off on your own. The enemy does not suspect anything from you. So what do you do?
Do you guys want me to keep going around, and you guys want me to essentially circle back and attack them from behind? Or do you guys want me to keep going around?
I mean,
Circling
go
around, coming
around
back?
until you can get behind them, yeah. Like that both, so you can see if there's any more of them, and also to surprise them.
Since there's a watch group on one hill, would I be able to listen or see another watch group on the one I'm beside? Either one.
Good question. I would say, as a free action, give me another recon roll.
Yep.
If you have scout, that would help you.
I don't, sadly, but
Okay.
I should get it after this.
Big rip.
Okay, so I will say you're listening. You do not hear any activity from like the cliff above you.
Okay.
So, you are fine.
If I were to climb that, would because I'm sitting right beside it, how high up is it for me? Like, how high is the cliff?
The elevation would be, it's approximately maybe 10 feet up, like
Okay.
10-ish feet. So it would, now to climb up it, that is something you could do. However, for foot movement, let's see, elevation, moving into a height of higher terrain, or into a hex of high. Okay, whoever's scratching their mic, stop. But moving into a hex of higher terrain counts as moving 2 hexes instead of 1.
Mhm.
So you would have to. You're gonna have. So basically, it's gonna cost one of your move actions, and you're gonna have to do mobility.
Okay. But I would get height advantage on everyone else, pretty
You get a
much,
height
except for the
advantage
people.
on anybody down below, which would be this
Yeah.
squad and these guys on the field, and you would be on equal footing with the snipers.
Yep. And you gotta check guns. Range 6. If I were to go near the edge here, but hidden behind the, I can't tell if it's tree or bush.
These are pine trees.
Okay. And see if I'd be able to reach the point. Okay. How do I delete that?
What tool did you use to? I think if you have the select
Uh,
tool and then you hit
the-
delete.
There
It's
we
the
go.
select
Yeah.
tool or the drawing tool. Yeah, there you go.
It was the select tool. I'm just trying to see the distance. And this is just done by hex. Select. Here we go. That would just be barely out of range if I were to hide behind this pine tree.
I mean, you could still shoot past your weapons range, but you would start taking penalties.
Yeah.
But first, let's. I mean, are you going to try to clamber up the cliff?
Just gonna. Do you guys want me to?
I mean, do you want to?
I mean, I could, and I'd dive them and get them from behind.
Yeah,
but I would
it's
also
a
have to climb
D12.
back down.
I'd say that your chances are pretty good if you push it.
Yeah. Right. So, it's a mobility roll.
Mobility, yes.
Climb up.
And if you have, I think there's Mountaineer that would give you a bonus, but I don't know if you have that or not.
Sadly, I don't. I don't have a lot of things on this character.
Fair enough.
Okay. And I get no.
There are
See if
no
I have anything.
special bonuses or anything that I can think of.
Alright. Is this something like I forget what they're called, but basically the boots with spikes on the end, on the bottom?
You would not have those.
Climbing gear.
I know, but I meant like we can get those.
Well,
you can invest in them, yeah.
Possibly. I mean, that's not something that's been discussed before, but I'll give it some thought. The point is, you don't have
It's
it right
for
now,
ice
so it's
climbing.
just.
Yeah, I know. Right. Push or no push?
Okay, so.
Why'd you vote?
Yeah, Tobias, why did you roll?
Why did I roll? I don't want.
Did you accidentally hit the push? Mine?
Maybe. I can't believe I did, honestly.
I'll
Yeah, it
just
looks
delete
like
that.
it.
So, Felice, do you want to push?
I can climb up.
Okay, yeah.
At least a good bit, if just one. So.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, is that so you could actually, if you commit both your actions, because you use the extra success to get to here, because you aren't technically the same max, you would need to use one move action just to get about halfway up, we'll say, and if
Yeah.
you use your other your other move action, you're all the way up.
All right.
So
Yeah, I'll leave that then.
okay, that's in this case you are now up here. That is your turn, Lena.
Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move to. Then I'm gonna roll mobility for my fast action to try and get a little bit further in.
Oh, nice.
So I'll say I'll get like to here, and I will take a shot at this group.
Okay. You would be taking a penalty, of course, because you are moving and shooting.
So I'm attacking with that. It's an assault rifle, so -2. My rifleman cancel that, and I think I'm close enough that I would get the bonus from having the scope on it.
Yeah, if it's short range, you would have a bonus from your integrated sight.
Yep. And I will do a couple rate of fire.
Oh my god. I mean, at least you didn't push.
Yeah, I'll just do base damage to one of the dude's arms.
Okay, so they do not have armor, so that's just 2 damage on one. And these
Yep.
guys need to do a cuff roll.
Then I will go prone as my free action.
Okay, cool to survive. Let's see. Okay, that is the straw that broke the camel's back. They hit the ground.
Thank God.
Sweet.
So where is the suppressed icon? There we go. So by this point, like the getting shot at by 2 different people, they hit the deck in the hopes of not getting shot again. Which this group to the closest to the bonfire is going to move 1, 2. They're going to do a mobility roll. And they succeed, so they get an extra hex. So 3, and then they're going to do another move action to go 1, 2. And let's see if they do another mobility. And they get another hex, okay. So they are going to be right about here. And that is their turn. The marksman squad is going to fire at Ohio Jones, and if memory serves, the high ground does give them a bonus. Range combat.
Yeah.
Elevated fire position is
Believe it.
+1, yes.
Yeah, so it cancels out my prone.
Alright, so that's just a fly roll for them. So where are the rifles? Alright, and then they're not going to
I
use
love
any.
hearing the laser blast.
Well, I
Just
wasn't
like
even
a
a
nice
laser
sound.
blast. It was just like a like
Mhm.
most of these weapons are just ballistic. So, but they use like a lot of different sci-fi sounds. So, but thank you. So yeah, they're not going to do rate of fire, so they're just going to fire it, and they are going to miss.
Sounds about right.
So, and then Hugh, it's your turn.
All right. I think I'm gonna try to move up to here as well. How many tiles can I move?
You can move
normally?
2 hexes with 1 fast action, but you can do a
Got
mobility
it.
roll to get a little farther.
I will do that. No modifiers to that. I'm not wearing my backpack.
Okay. Okay, so
Ugh,
now you're
stuff.
fine unless you push and fail.
I'm gonna try to push.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Ah.
you fall
Nasty.
prone and you fucking hit your head hard on a rock. So that's 2 points of damage.
Stress?
No,
2
that's
points of
damage because
damage.
yeah, that's two
Yeah.
damage because you
Oh.
yeah, you were
You just ate shit and have disappointed me.
And I didn't heal
Lena
any more
just
hit capacity since before this encounter, so I already had one too.
well, hold on, didn't you fucking sleep?
I
Yeah, you
did sleep,
slept.
and I had 2 wounds before that.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's not good.
It is sad.
I just look over my shoulder as I hear someone running up on me, and I watch
Fuck the
Q
Mike,
go
Mike is
ass over head
goddamn brute
and just
force.
start bleeding horribly.
So
Are you okay there?
Sure.
okay, and
No!
you. So you're prone, because you fucking fell face first. Um, and yeah, no, here you are. I landed on my brain. Nothing important was damaged. Um,
I'm sorry just to like
He didn't need
cackle
it.
loudly, but that was funny.
so,
Oh, I fell on
It's
my
like,
head.
holy
Nothing was
goddamn
damaged.
shit.
I think his brain
so,
was damaged.
Also the gif
so
about it, you know.
that wasn't Arthur who fell. That was you.
Oh,
Is there any?
Hugh? Ah,
Yeah,
damn, I
you.
thought it
Yeah.
was. Whoops.
Oh, so it would be fine if I fell and died, but him? Oh, that's a tragedy.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's still funny.
that's kind of fucked up.
The
No, it's still
intelligence
funny.
guy just fell on his face.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
our
actually,
fault.
there might be a point to that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so you are now prone. If you want, you can use
Is
your
there?
fast action to stand up.
I used my fast action to move.
Well, you have two fast actions. You can do a fast and a fast, or a fast and a slow.
Is there anything I can do with my slow action to get forward into cover? Can
I mean, you
crawl?
can crawl.
Can I crawl? How far can I crawl?
You can crawl. Let me check. I think it's just one, but if you do mobility, you
One
can get an extra
hex.
one. Yeah. So,
I will crawl.
all right. Let's see.
Here,
Foot movement.
and I'll try to
Crawling.
use
Yeah.
a mobility.
But you move
to
one hex per
crawl
fast
a
section
little
instead of two,
further.
and the mobility can increase the movement by one hex. Okay. So you get exactly two hexes.
Hey!
Yeah, because I
Oh,
believe
man.
once you're
Drag
crawling, it doesn't
myself
have any
into
faces
cover and
again.
slump against the wall with my
So,
rifle.
um,
Shit.
So what I'm thinking is, if you guys think this is a good idea, as maybe breaking here, because I know people are going to have to start leaving soon.
That's good for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can do XP and wrap up
definitely.
here, and then we'll just resume the combat
That's fine
next
with me.
session. So in terms of, if everybody, you pull up your character sheets, and we will get
Yeah.
started. Unlike Steel Talons, I just do like 1-for-1 instead of everybody gets a base X kind of deal. Did you make a significant oh, hold on, I was scrolled all the way to the bottom. Okay, did you participate in the game session? Yes, everybody did, so everybody gets 1 point. Did you follow your moral code?
A moral code: protect those who can't protect themselves. I saved a dog.
I mean,
Not
I
really.
Yeah, I'd say followed mine.
I
I
got
mean,
my tools
theoretically,
and
if
scavenged and fixed up our stuff. I think that's
theor-
kind of.
if you want to argue it, if I were to leave the dog on the side of the road, that'd be going against my moral code.
That is true, so I'll give you that one.
Mine is fight for her country and bring the separatists to justice, so I haven't.
Yeah, you have not
We're
encountered
not
the
even
separatists
fighting the
this
Yeah.
session,
separatists yet.
so
We're
Yeah.
fighting cultists.
Is
Yeah.
sacrificing my brain cells something significant to realize my big dream?
It's something significant.
Something significant.
well,
My big dream. I
what
don't even
is
think
your big dream?
Deal a massive blow to the enemy with a bit of expertise and a big red button. I'm
Dealt a massive blow to your head.
Yeah, you did. I was
Oh,
gonna say
big
that's
dream.
super ironic.
Survive the war. Live a
Sorry?
quiet
You're doing
life,
it so
but
far.
like, yeah, she's surviving. Hasn't died yet.
My big dream has not been realized even once.
Yeah. Well, oh, don't you worry. And eventually, that's going to come into play.
I guess I'll say my.
Don't worry, I'm waiting.
Towards.
You're waiting to kill Simmons.
Been working
We made a
towards it. I shot
significant
at some
discovery,
dudes.
right?
What, Astron?
We made a significant discovery, right?
I mean, well, in terms of the overall overarching kind of quest that you guys are on, no. Like, this is definitely a discovery, the fact that the farm was overtaken, but it's not like a major
we
plot
just really
twist,
not
so
gonna
I'm not going to
mark
give you
that
that
one?
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? I mean, the very end, that was fucking hilarious that you tripped and took 2 damage from fucking hitting his head.
Also made a funny joke.
So
An extra XP from that.
I did
Beautiful.
successfully do tech stuff.
Well, hold on.
Cooked.
We're still on significant or no, not significant, extraordinary action. So I mean, you got yours. Anybody else want to contest?
Yeah, I mean, not really. Like I said, I already did something for my moral code, so that's enough for me.
Right. Okay.
Let's should get one from
The fox.
fighting
Yeah.
the fox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, yeah, I'll accept that.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking.
Ballistic missile.
Um. Okay.
Eviscerate
So.
the fox.
So yeah, you get the. What's up?
I don't know. I haven't really done much there. All I did was
Okay.
cook a fox and then hide. So
Okay. So let's see. Did you perform a successful action with one or more roles related to your areas of expertise? I'll say this much. Uh,
I did.
Hugh definitely did, and Lena did, because Lena patched Kronk back together when they're in downtime.
I
So
did
those two did.
theoretically.
Uh,
yeah.
as the squad
I'm
leader,
a,
well,
well, I mean, my expertise before that was like heavy weapons, and I did doing heavy weapon stuff. That's literally all I run now. So,
when did you do heavy weapon stuff?
well, I started out as someone with a rocket before I was ever a squad leader,
Yeah, but you didn't even use
and
your rocket launcher, so.
I mean, I was just referring to heavy weapons in general because I also have
Well,
expertise in machine
your
guns.
original sort of MOS was being like a missile bearer, like an AT specialist. So rounding it to generic
Well, I
heavy
mean,
weapons doesn't really count. So
I
I'm not.
haven't
I
done
guess not.
anything
So,
to mine.
um,
Done anything but mine.
yeah.
Yeah, though the problem with that though is that I would rarely ever get a chance to use my rocket because I have to spare the thing. 'Cause I don't really encounter rockets for this thing ever, actually.
Well, maybe you can
Like
get some more when you
I
link up with friendly forces, but um,
please, please,
so
because in the course of time of playing this game, I started out with the rockets that I had, and that's it. I've
well, I
never
mean,
encountered
you
any more.
wasted one by shooting it at a fucking person. But anyway, moving on with the question. So, travel at least one hex on the travel map that
Yeah.
you had not visited before. Yes, you did that. Overcome one or more dangerous events. No, you're still in the middle one, so you have not overcome it yet. Did you risk your life for your PC who was your buddy?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Wait, did we overcome a dangerous event?
No,
Did we
because
travel into
you're
a
in the
hex?
middle of one. You have not
Yeah.
overcome it yet.
Okay. We have not
Um,
traveled through a new hex.
no, you did travel through a new hex.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Did you make significant progress towards complete your group's current objective? No, because you barely moved towards your. I mean, you moved, but not really significantly towards the rally point. Um, so um, nothing there. And then, did you take a life-threatening critical injury, whether in a previous session or the current one, and recover from it? No. Yes, I know Tobias
I re-
recovered from a crit, but it was not life-threatening.
and no,
And like I said, because of the
And I
joke
got
that
a
Hugh made, that
bonus.
yeah, you got a bonus because of how funny that Minecraft joke that had everybody laughing was. Um, so, like I said, I'll assume like I'll let you guys spend XP now, if you want, uh, to like, and assume that it was during like a like your next sort of downtime.
Right. How much XP is it to learn a specialty again?
10 for a specialty.
Shit. I'm too short.
uh, I would like to get infiltrator because I rolled stealth and succeeded.
Okay, I think Riley has infiltrator, so he can teach it to you.
I was gonna say too, since I succeeded in stealthing and stuff like that, also
All
I
right,
would
so
at least get a
yeah,
chance to
that
get
too.
it.
I mean, either way, you'll have it. So spend 10 XP, and then you can
Yeah.
add infiltrator. Does anybody want to increase any skills? Because I think somebody have like nothing in driving or stamina, one of the two, and wanted to increase it.
Yeah, I spent some XP for
Yeah.
the stamina to D.
Also,
Somewhere else.
Arthur, did you want to increase your survival because you were hunting and you succeeded?
Yes, I think I would like to do that. In fact, how much would it cost me?
So to go from nothing to D would be 5.
Okay. And then nothing to see would be 15?
Nothing to C would be, yeah, it would be a total of 15 because you're going from nothing to D is 5, D to C is 10, so it would be a total of 15.
Oh, could I increase my survival from nothing to D then?
Did you? Well, yeah, no, you used it to cook, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So 5 XP, and you both can each increase your survival from nothing to D.
Woohoo.
You can go from nothing to C, right? If I spend 15.
Yeah, if you have 15 and you spend it, then yes.
And I get another specialty as well.
Uh, do you have enough XP?
Yes.
All right, what would you like to get?
Runner.
Sure. I think somebody already has it. Let me just double check who.
I
Might be Riley.
also needed mobility as well.
Um, let's see. So
I will spend the 10 XP that I have because I had
yeah,
20,
sure,
so
why
now I
not?
have 0. Well, I got runner and infiltrator, so
Nice.
be nice. Yeah, now that makes me more well-rounded. Because that basically makes my agility my mobility a BA for running, and an AB for my infiltrator. Actually no, that'd make it an AA because I have fatigues. Nice, absolutely beautiful.
I'm gonna save up XP so I can
Yeah, I've been saving
bump
my
up my
XP for a
range
while,
combat.
so I had like 20, and I was like, you know what, might as well use it for the better. Boom.
Okay. Um, so yeah, does anybody else want to spend any XP or do anything?
Nope.
Nope, I think I'm good for the moment.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay. Other than that, I mean, it was a shorter session, but hopefully it was still enjoyable.
Oh,
That was
definitely.
enjoyable.
Got,
I got
guys
to
got a
shoot at
dog.
some. Yes, and I am going to avenge that dog. Because his owner most likely died.
Probably.
Sad. It's a sad world we live in.
We sort of
It's an
got a
evil world we live
fox.
in.
Well, you got a
Yeah, you got
fox,
a hat.
as in you killed it and ate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have it in our stomachs.
Yeah, exactly.
And you still have the pelt
In our hearts.
Food on.
hat. eventually.
And you also
It
have a hat.
lives on
so-
in our bellies.
Indeed. Also, I was gonna say, Grace, you wanna hear the haha funny that happened yesterday?
Yes.
You know that encounter that the group had with the Cubans?
Yeah.
Nature got kidnapped by
Yeah, he did.
Wahoo! What happened to Alicia and
Alicia
Ninja?
got shot in the shoulder by a shotgun.
Okay.
Alejandro
Oh.
got his face kicked in by his uncle.
Oh. Damn, guys.
Turns out his uncle is like one of the top 3 Cuban jaguars.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So if there's nothing else, I'm gonna head out.
Hey, see ya.
All right,
Yep. I'll
great session.
see you later, Cody.
Our next session is going to be, well, next session of Interstellar Marines is going to be on the 19th, if enough people can make that.
Uh,
And then we'll have Steel
Maybe later.
Talons
So
on
far
the
away.
5th, but most likely not on the 12th because of Mother's Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. I'll
I
see you
might
guys
be
around.
tired on the 19th.
All right. Duly noted. I'll see you guys later.
Yep. I'll see you guys
Later.
later.
All right.